After studying this module, you will be able to understand the meaning of multinational corporations, generally referred to as MNCs. Learn the different forms of organizations of MNCs. Evaluate multinational corporations and know the impact of multinational corporations on international trade. In domestic business, commercial activities are conducted within the border of one country only. On the other hand, in international business, commercial transactions take place between two or more regions, countries, and nations. Today, international business has become an important economic force. The important form of conducting international business is multinational corporations. There has been a phenomenal growth of multinational corporations due to economic liberalization across the world and breakup of the USSR. There are nearly 82,000 MNCs with over 8 lakh affiliates according to World Investment Report 2009. Multinational corporations account for a remarkable share of the world's investment, employment, production and trade. Multinational corporation is a corporation the headquarters of which is located in one country and which carries out operations in several countries. The country in which the headquarters are located is termed as the home country. The other country in which it carries on business is termed as a host country. For example, Coca-Cola is a company that has its headquarters in USA and it controls production and marketing facilities in several countries of the world, including India. In the worlds of Leonard Games, a multinational corporation controls production facilities in more than one country, such facilities having been acquired through the process of direct foreign investment. Thus, an MNC has its assets and other facilities in at least one country other than its home country, which are acquired through foreign direct investment. A company can't be termed as multinational corporation if it only exports its products to many countries, as FDI is not involved. There are few examples of foreign MNCs and their Indian subsidiaries or affiliates. Foreign MNCs or subsidiaries such as Cadbury as a foreign MNC and Cadbury India as its base in India, Unilever and Hindustan Lever, Unisys, Tata Unisys, ABB India and Sony Corporation and Sony India. The salient features of multinationals can be described as number 1, giant organizations. MNCs are giant organizations as their assets and sales run into billions of dollars. 2. International operations. The production, marketing and other facilities of the multinational corporations are spread in many countries. They operate through a network of branches and subsidiaries in host countries and a parent corporation in home country. 3. Centralized control. The parent corporation exercises centralized control over all branches and subsidiaries in the host countries. The policies laid down by the parent company are to be followed by the local management of branches and subsidiaries. 4. Oligopolistic power. Due to their giant size, these corporations are oligopolistic in characters and occupy a dominant position in the market. They gain huge economic power through the process of takeover and merger of the firms. For example, Tata Oil Mills is acquired by Hindustan Lever Limited. 5. Advanced technology. MNCs use advanced technology and provide world-class products and services. They employ capital-intensive technology in various areas of business such as manufacturing, marketing, etc. 6. Collective transfer of resources. MNCs facilitate multilateral transfer of resources like technical know-how, management expertise, machinery and equipment, raw material, etc. for the operation of subsidiaries in various countries. 7. International market. MNC has huge resources and superior marketing skills. This facilitates vast access to international markets. Therefore, MNCs are able to sell whatever they manufacture in different countries. Let us now learn the various forms of multinational corporations. Multinationals operate in various forms, some of which are 1. Franchising. In this form, the firms in foreign countries purchase the right to use trademarks, patents, brand names, technology, etc. of a multinational corporation. The firms getting the right or license is required to operate the business according to the terms and conditions of the franchisee arrangement. A periodical royalty or license fee is paid by the firm to the multinational corporation. The license may be cancelled if the term of the agreement are violated by the firm holding franchisee. This form is popular for products having a good demand in the host country. 2. Branches. In this method, a multinational corporation can set up their branches in different countries. The working of these branches are controlled and managed by head office situated in the home country. They are required to follow all the policies laid down by their headquarters. The laws and regulations of the country in which branch is located must be followed by it. It is very easy for multinationals to operate through branches. 3. Subsidiaries. In this system, a multinational firm sets up wholly owned subsidiaries to operate in foreign countries. In case of partly owned subsidiaries, shares are also owned by the people of the host country. The parent company laid down the policies and controls the board of directors of the subsidiary company. The financial resources, managerial skills, and international reputation of the parent company provide many benefits to their subsidiaries. By setting up subsidiaries all over the world, the business operations of the multinationals can be expanded. This method is more profitable than franchising. 4. Joint ventures. In this system, a multinational firm sets up joint venture with a local firm in foreign country for manufacturing or marketing some product. The ownership and control of the business is jointly shared by the multinational and foreign firm. The multinational supplies the managerial expertise and technical know-how, and day-to-day management lies with the local partner. For example, in Maruti Udyog Limited, Suzuki provides advanced technology and day-to-day management lies with the persons nominated by the Government of India in Maruti Udyog. 5. Turnkey projects. In this method, a multinational corporation undertakes a project from beginning to end in a foreign country. After completion of the project, it is handed over to the host country. There is no actively participation of the local client at various stages of construction. In a turnkey project, a multinational corporation agrees to handle every detail of the project for the client, including the training of personnel in the operation of plant. The quantity and quality of production may be guaranteed by the multinational corporation. Underdeveloped countries use this form for the construction of certain projects which require high technical skill and experience. Multinationals are invited by the underdeveloped countries to construct huge projects as they possess technical and managerial expertise and huge financial resources. MNCs play a very important role in economic development of host countries. They make direct foreign investment in production activities of developing countries and thereby help in increasing production, import substitution and greater exports. Multinationals offer the umpteen benefits to host countries. Some of these have been listed as: number 1, foreign capital. Developing countries need capital for the process of rapid industrialization. Multinational corporations help these countries by facilitating transfer of capital from countries where it is in abundance. Thus, these corporations help in increasing the level of investment and thereby speeding up the pace of economic development of the host country. 2. Transfer of advanced technology. MNCs serve as a vehicle for the transfer of superior technology to developing economies that are technologically backward and cannot afford to invest in research and development. They help in improving the product quality and cost reduction of developing countries by providing advanced technological know-how, improved skills and consultancy. 3. Employment generation. MNCs help in generation of employment opportunities by establishing their manufacturing units in the host countries. They use cheap labor in these countries in order to reduce cost of production and increasing their profits. 4. New products for consumers. Consumers are able to have the benefit of all the amenities and accessories of life when MNCs permit to operate in their countries. They get superior products and services at affordable prices. This helps in increasing the standard of living in host countries. 5. Managerial revolution. MNCs help to promote professionalization, management, and thus kindle a management revolution in the host country. They are sophisticated management techniques and trained managers. These corporations have evolved various concepts and techniques like management by objectives, corporate planning, and job enrichment. Multinationals help in human resource development by building up knowledge base in host countries. They serve as conveyor of knowledge and experience. 6. Foreign exchange. Multinational corporations help in improving the balance of payment position of host countries through increasing their exports and decreasing their dependence on imports. 7. Boost to ancillary industries. MNCs help domestic suppliers and ancillary units to provide support to their operations, thus encouraging the growth of ancillary industries in host countries. 8. Healthy competition. MNCs help in bringing about the healthy competition and breaking the domestic monopolies by increasing competition in host countries. They force domestic firms to increase their efficiency level or withdraw from the market. 9. Research and development. Multinational corporations have an efficient research and development system because of their enormous resources. Thus, it serves as a source of innovation and inventions. 10. World economy. Multinational companies encourage international brotherhood and cultural exchanges through integrating national economies into a world economy. The benefits are availed by the home country, that is, the country of origin of an MNC. These benefits are: number 1, cost reduction. Home country can obtain cheaper raw materials and labor from other countries. This results in reduction of cost of production. 2. Job creation. They help in generating employment opportunities for its nationals in foreign countries due to their higher scale of operations. 3. Managerial expertise. They can obtain technical and managerial expertise available in other countries. 4. Higher earnings. They earn huge incomes in the form of license fees, dividends, royalties, etc. Now we would understand the disadvantages of multinational corporations. Multinational corporations are a mixed blessing. Various problems are faced by host nationals because of them. The main disadvantages of multinational companies are: number 1, disregard of national goals. MNCs do not invest in underdeveloped strategic sectors and backward regions of the host countries. They invest in most profitable sectors, for example, consumer goods, and use capital intensive technology. As a result, few jobs are created and the two chronic problems, unemployment and poverty, of host nations remain unresolved. 2. Threat to national sovereignty. Multinationals pose threat to the national sovereignty of the host country. They influence internal and external policies of the host country by interfering in their political affairs. For example, ITI are criticized for overthrowing government in countries like Chile. 3. Dwindling of natural resources. MNCs ignore the economic welfare of the host country as they have an interest in their profit. Some of the non-renewable natural resources are overexploited by MNCs, and this leads to fast depletion of these resources. 4. Obsolete technology. MNCs often transfer obsolete and defective technology to their collaborators in host countries. This adversely affects the employment, income and growth of indigenous technology of these countries. Sometimes imported machinery is locally available or it remained idle for the want of repairs and maintenance facilities. 5. Growth of monopolies. In host countries, big business houses are eager to enter into an understanding with the MNC. This leads to growth of monopolies and concentration of economic power. Indigenous enterprises are killed by the MNCs through strategic advantages like patents, resources, foreign exchange and so on. This helps big business houses to diversify and expand. 6. Restrictive clauses. In collaboration agreements, MNCs generally introduce restrictive clauses as they have a strong bargaining power. For example, technology cannot be moved to third parties. Export from host country are restricted. The managerial posts are filled by the parent company, etc. 7. Failure to develop local skills. In order to exploit cheap labor, MNCs set up their factories in developing economies. They are not interested in diffusing skills and advanced technical know-how among the workers of the host country. As a result, local skills and talent cannot be developed. 8. Excessive repatriating of profits. MNCs take away maximum payment in the form of royalty, dividend, technical fee, etc. from their subsidiaries and collaborators. Host countries face foreign exchange crisis and balance of payment problems due to repatriation of profits by MNCs. 9. Threat to home industries. MNCs have killed local industries of the host countries by putting restrictive clauses and strong competition before them. The home industries are not able to enjoy a level of playing field with MNCs that are in a position to spend heavily on advertising and to sell products of superior quality at cheaper rates. As a result, they are forced to close down their businesses or are even acquired by the multinational corporations. 10. MNCs impose their culture. Multinational corporations impose their culture on developing countries to sell their product. This spoils the cultural heritage of local people. For example, the consumption of soft drinks, synthetic food, etc. have encouraged by the MNCs in India. 11. Consumer goods for higher income group. MNCs produce consumer goods such as soft drinks, chocolates, toothpaste, cosmetics, VCRs, etc. for higher income groups of the society. These products are not affordable by the lower income group of the society. Thus, it can be said that although it is true that MNCs provide many benefits to both host and home country, but there are some problems as well. Multinational corporations are not an unmixed blessing, as they have both positive and negative roles to play. Let us now understand the MNCs and international trade. The international trade is increasing day by day. An MNC strongly influences the local and world economy and also plays a positive role in international trade. According to Peter F. Drucker, multinationalism and enlarging world trade are two sides of the same coin. The period in which the multinationals were rapidly growing were the 50s and 60s of the 19th century, and this was the period of most rapid growth of multinational trade. During these periods, the world trading economy increased at an annual rate of 15%. The export intensity, that is, percentage of exports to total sales, of the foreign subsidiary or affiliates of MNCs has significantly increased. 1/3 of the global exports is done by foreign affiliates of MNCs. For example, export intensity of foreign subsidiaries of MNCs of US has increased from less than 20% in the mid-60s to over 40% in the early 1990s. For all economies, from 20% to 40%, for developed economies from 6% to 22%, for Latin America from 23% to 64% for developing Asia. The export intensity of India is very low. The export contribution of foreign affiliates of MNC account for nearly more than 40% of the total exports in China. Between 1/4 and 1/3 of manufactured goods now moving in the world trades are intra-company subshipments. That is, goods are being shipped from one branch to another of multinational corporations. Apart from trade in commodities, other transactions such as licensing of technology, granting of loans, provision of services, etc. also take place between the different parts of these enterprises. A transfer price is settled for all such transactions, which is different from the price which is settled between independent parties operating at arm's length. The legitimate concerns of the company is reflected by such differences, but it can be used for shifting the profits from high to low tax countries or to get around exchange of price controls or custom duties. Multinationals use artificial transfer prices to manipulate financial flows, which is a matter of concern to the governments. The cooperation of intergovernment is necessary for the effective monitoring and control of transfer prices. This is required to make effective tax law covering transfer prices, which exists in many countries. In intra-firm trade, corporations can impose restrictive business practices within their own organizations, limit the exports of their affiliates, allot their markets between nations, or put the limit on their technology by their affiliates. Although such practices are followed for the best business interest of the companies, but it conflicts with the national interests and developmental objectives of the host countries. Let us now recapitulate what we have studied in this module. A multinational corporation is a corporation which carries out operations in several countries. Giant organizations, international operations, oligopolistic power, centralized control, advanced technology, collective transfer of resources, international market are the main features of multinational corporations. Multinational corporations operate in different forms such as franchising, branches, subsidiaries, joint ventures, turnkey projects, etc. Multinational corporations provide gains to the host countries through foreign capital, transfer of advanced technology, employment generation, new products, foreign exchange, managerial revolution, research and development, etc. MNCs cause harm to host countries through disregard of national goals, threat to national sovereignty, dwindling of natural resources, obsolete technology, growth of monopolies, restrictive clauses, threat to home industries, etc. MNCs strongly influence the local and world economy and also play a positive role in international trade.